Scott McTominay now holds on to the ball, finds Andres Pereira, now Chong. What a chance this is for Chong, gets the shot off and it's in. What a moment this is for Chong in this Man United career mode. It could be the goal that of course sends us through to the next round, knocking Spurs out. But Saul breaks through, gets the shots off, and oh my freaking god, Saul with an absolute golazo. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to the third episode of the Manchester United Career Mode series. And what an episode this could turn out to be. The Champions League finally kicks off, and I guess it's fair to say we are in a very difficult group with Juve and Valencia and also Young Boys. So starting off with a win will be absolutely amazing, and our first game is definitely a winnable one against Young Boys. If Champions League action wasn't good enough for you guys, we've got some important Premier League games as well, and considering we're on such a good roll in the Premier League, I want to continue winning, guys. We've got 12 points out of a possible 12 so far. I don't want to be dropping points now. In today's episode, we've got Watford and Wolves in the Premier League, Young Boys in the Champions League, and Charlton Athletic in the Carabao Cup. I'm actually really excited to face newly promoted Wolves because they've got some really good players, you know, like Ruben Neves and all. So it'll be an interesting game against them. And if you guys are excited for today's Man United Career Mode episode, make sure to drop a like in the video to show your support. That really helps the channel grow. Let's smash out 1,000 likes again, guys. Your support on this series is just unbelievable. I mean, I never thought we'd get so many views on a career mode series in the month of March. It's actually unbelievable, and I just can't thank y'all enough for the support y'all have been showing on this channel. We are literally gaining about 300 subscribers a day, which is just insane. So I just can't thank y'all enough for your support, man. Let's keep it going. Drop a like in the video, subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content, and let's get this episode started. I saw a ton of comments asking me to give João Felix the kit number 79 for this season because apparently he's been using this kit number at Benfica, so I guess it makes sense giving João Felix the 79 kit number. So in the last episode, we actually lost 4-1 to Burnley, but I forgot to show you guys the goal that we conceded to Burnley, and yeah, I made a bit of an editing mistake. I apologize for that. So in that game, we couldn't keep the clean sheet. Alright guys, let's get this press conference started, and if you guys have any questions, make sure to put them down in the comment section below. First question of the day, would you consider giving De Gea the captaincy since he is Man United's best player? He is the highest rated player in the team, but so far, Pogba's doing a great job being captain. He's, providing goals and assists. But you know what, I'll leave this up to you guys because I've seen a ton of comments asking me to make De Gea Man United's captain, so there'll be a vote. Just click the I button on the top right of your screen, vote for who should be Man United's captain this season, Paul Pogba or David De Gea. This is going to be your decision. Next question, do you plan on dropping Lindelof for buy? Lindelof is a much better player. I do understand this season for United, Lindelof has been superb. But honestly guys, in FIFA, Bailly is just unbelievable. I mean, just look at his physical stats. 86 strength, 81 sprint speed, great jumping as well. He's got very good defensive stats. He just is the complete defender, at least in FIFA 19. But that doesn't mean I won't be using Lindelof. Lindelof is amazing as well. In fact, I used him in the last episode, really enjoyed him, and I feel like both Bailly and Lindelof are going to get like an equal amount of game time this season. I'll be rotating between them, but one constant in that defense is definitely going to be the Greek god himself, Manolas. Next question, I think you should start Lukaku or sell him. I think he's better than Rashford, but he's still young, so if you don't play him, he'd be an easy cash cow. I do agree with this statement. Like, Lukaku, if we are not using him as a first choice player, it just makes sense to sell him. We'll get an insane amount of money for him. He's valued at about 53.5 million pounds, which means if we sell him, we could get anywhere from about 80 to 100 million pounds, and that money could be used elsewhere to improve the overall squad. And as I do prefer Rashford, I know some of you guys do think Lukaku's better in FIFA, but for me, Rashford is just the better striker, guys. So this might be an option in the upcoming window. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys, because even I kind of feel like using Lukaku as a super sub or, a squad player just doesn't make sense. I'd love to know your opinions on this down in the comment section below. And that's done for this press conference. Let's move on. It's actually crazy that Saul has managed to win the Player of the Episode award for the second time in a row. And again, what an episode he had. He scored 3 goals in the last episode, which actually is mad. And also, he just contributes so much overall to the game. going forward, and even defensively, guys. What a player, and no wonder you guys voted for him as your player of the episode. It is now time for a quick season goals update, and I have made a few changes to our objectives based on what I've been seeing in the comments. So here we go, keeping it clean, 3 clean sheets so far in the Premier League, not bad at all. Theatre of Dreams, avoid losing at home. So far we haven't taken an L at the Old Trafford, which is fantastic. Now for the homegrown talents objective, we're making a big change. So instead of it being 25 appearances, we're making it 40 appearances to make it a bit more challenging. And also, a lot of you guys were telling me to include the likes of Rashford and Lingard as well as homegrown. Although they are homegrown, guys, we're not going to consider them for this objective because they're already established players. So the players that we'll consider for this objective are Angel Gomez, Chong, Mason Greenwood, and of course Scott McTominay. So we need to get 40 total appearances with these 4 youngsters, and we can also use them as substitutes now because I feel like it's fair to include that as we now have to get 40 appearances with them. So that's that for this objective. There was a lot of confusion in the last episode with the Fergie time challenge, as we did score an added time, but that was before half time in the last episode, and we're not counting that, guys. Only goals scored, basically late goals after the 90th minute in that added time, only those goals will be counted. So there's that. Of course, we need to win the Premier League Golden Boot with a United player. That's going to be a tough one. Hopefully we'll see goals from Rashford coming soon. Paul Pogba needs to get 30 goal contributions this season, already 4, so not bad. Here we go, time to face Watford away from home at the Vicarage Road, and this is the team that I've gone for. I've made quite a few changes. Lukaku, Sanchez, Fred, Lindelof, Tierney, all coming into the lineup. We've got Champions League action coming up soon, so I just wanted to, rotate the team and keep it fresh. And you know what? We've got world-class players coming in. Lukaku, Sanchez, Fred is pretty decent. Lindelof is good as well, so I'm sure we'll be able to get the job done. So let's see what happens here away from home against Watford. Is Watford going forward? A good cross played in, and Deulofeu hits the cross, but on the rebound, Manolas get it away, and we have managed to get it away. But what kind of defending was that? Ultimately though, the players did recover, so can't really complain, but we got lucky. Here we go forward, guys, on the counter-attack. Lingard has played Lukaku through. We know he's quick. Here goes Romelu Lukaku. What a chance for him to score, and he puts it in on the counter-attack. Watford concede, and it's Romelu Lukaku who scores the goal. Maybe Lukaku should be first-choice striker. He is certainly making a good case for him. A fantastic finish. And you know what? Credit to Jesse Lingard there for the pass. It was a quick, rapid counter-attack, and we take most advantage of it. Lukaku puts us into the lead. It's Gerard Deulofeu now, does me there. Still Deulofeu goes for the finesse shot and off the bar, and Deulofeu on the rebound puts it in. Can't really complain, That was wonderful from Gerard Deulofeu. The way he beat Fred there with ease, dribbling past him, and then a perfect finesse shot. Got unlucky on the rebound, scores. And you know what? It's a deserved scoreline. Watford deserved this goal, but we still have time left. Let's try and get the winner. Deulofeu again on the attack, who's caused us problems all game long. Now Troy Deeney finds Sema, cross played in, and Roberto Pereira heads it in, and Watford have made it 2-1. Could this be our first defeat of the season? Great football from Watford, man. I mean, they're scoring some good goals. We now have to try and get back in the game. I want to try and at least get a point from this one. Saul. Back to Paul Pogba. Here we go, guys. Pogba chipping this one to Alexis Sanchez. First time finish. Oh my god. Alexis Sanchez. What a goal from him. This is literally the first time he's been involved in anything, and he's actually scored. Brilliant finish from him. And also, what an assist from Pogba. Have a look at that again for a pass. And Sanchez nutmegs the keeper as well. 2-2, and it's been a cracking game of football. There might just be time for a United winner. Who knows? Here we go, guys. One last chance in this one. Alexis Sanchez pushing forward now. Here we go, guys. Here's Sanchez, the Chilean, on the attack. Crossing this one into Paul Pogba, and it's in. We've scored in added time, guys. That's one of our objectives. And we've done it against Watford. What a comeback this is. What a goal from Paul Pogba. Alexis Sanchez and Pogba have combined to get us all 3 points from this game. But what a finish from Paul Pogba on the volley. Credit for, of course, Sanchez. The cross was superb. But guys, we've scored in added time for the first time in this series. And also, all 3 points against Watford. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it because when Watford took the lead, they were looking like the better team. But we came through. 3-2 now against Watford. What a win this is. Crazy game of football. I honestly don't know how we managed to pull this off because overall I kind of feel like Watford deserved at least a draw from this game. I mean, they were playing some great football, but hey, football's a funny sport. We were superb on the counter-attack and we really hit of course, Watford hard towards the end of that game. What a finish from Pogba. Let's go, guys. 3 points in the bag. With that dramatic win, we retain our top spot in the Premier League. 15 points so far, although Chelsea have the same amount of points. City and Everton a couple of points behind us. So really happy with how we're doing in the Prem. But now, though, it is time to focus on the Champions League, as we've got BSC Young Boys in today's episode. And because the rest of the games that we do have in the Champions League are against Juve and Valencia, games where we could end up losing, we absolutely need to make most of this opportunity and start off our Champions League with a win away from home. So let's get right into it. Wait a minute, guys, before we hop into our next game, look at this. Tahith Chong's contract expires in 10 months. There's no way we're letting him go, guys. I really enjoyed using him in the Carabao Cup, so we're gonna, of course, renew his contract right now itself. Okay, so I'm offering Tahith Chong £20,000 and a signing bonus of 100,000. I feel like that's fair. A prospect squad role and a 5-year contract length. And there you go, he's happy with that. And we've renewed Tahith Chong's contract. Off we go, guys, into our first game in the Champions League this season. Marcus Rashford, Martial, Matic, Luke Shaw, Bailly, all back in the lineup. We're going with a very, very strong team. Probably the strongest 11 I can field right now at this moment. So I'm looking forward to this one, guys. Let's start off the Champions League with the bang. 3 points is needed. Corner for us, taking this one with Trippier. Let's see what he does with this. Decent ball played in, and it's Pogba with the header, but above the crossbar. I see Saul, now Trippier once again. We know he's got a great delivery. Let's see what Trippier can do. Still Trippier plays this one inside. It finds its way to Rashford, who shoots, but couldn't connect well. Still 0-0. Saul now, maybe that can change here. Saul beats one, gets the shots off and almost puts it in. The keeper makes another good save. Martial sees Marcus Rashford. Back to Martial. Martial beats one. Still Martial. Gets into a great position. And what a finish from Anthony Martial. The Frenchman puts us into the lead against the Young Boys. Great finish from him. And honestly, we've been hammering Young Boys, at least in that first half. We had all the chances, all the possession. But finally, in the second half early on, we've managed to take the lead. And the goal comes from Anthony Martial. Look at those skills, man, there. Scoop turn, heel-to-heel flick. And then, of course, the brilliant driven shot. 1-0 up against them. We might have a chance on the counter-attack here. Here's Lingard in behind now to Marcus Rashford. This is where Rashford is absolutely lethal. Gets the shots off. Keeper makes the save. And on the rebound, Anthony Martial wastes the opportunity. It was a lethal counter-attack, but we lacked, the finish in the final third. And that is that for this one. 3 points secured in the Champions League away from home. I'm honestly surprised we didn't score more goals because we were so good in terms of, creating chances. Again, we lacked the finish in the final third, but that should come over time. But there you go. First game in the Champions League and we get ourselves a win. Have a look at this, guys. I genuinely find this super interesting that most of our attacking players are having a good season, at least so far. Like, none of them are out of form. Martial is doing well. Rashford as well. Saul somehow finds himself in here with 3 goals and 2 assists. Sanchez is doing well. Lukaku is even doing well. Pogba as well is contributing heavily. It's good to see everyone's in form, and no wonder we're on such a good run. Okay, what? Valencia managed to beat Juventus. That's actually good for us because I'm confident about beating Valencia, but Juve will be a tough opponent. So I guess it works out good for us as I do want to try and finish first in the group. Time to turn our attentions back to the Premier League, and up next we've got a tough game against Wolves, who are unbeaten so far in the Premier League, but they've only won 1 game, so 4 draws for them. They've got 7 points and we face them in our next one at home at Old Trafford. Let's try and get the result against them. Few of our players do look a bit jaded after that Champions League game, but we've got a week's gap after this because the Cup game, I'll be using all the youngsters in that one. So there you go. This is the team that I've put forward. A lot of the big names are starting. Rashford, Matic, Saul. I'm playing Sanchez on the right once again because he's been in great form. And Lingard has been a bit dodgy so far this season. So let's play Sanchez up there and see what he does. That's our defense. Of course, De Gea in goal. So let's see if we can continue our insane run in the Premier League. Here goes Pogba on the attack already. Now Marcus Rashford. Rashford back to Pogba. The pass was too much, but he's managed to keep hold of it now. Alexis Sanchez gets the shots off and hits the side netting. That was a good attack, man. Good football from Sanchez. I mean, he's been so impressive for me this season. I'm honestly surprised. Well, now they go on the attack here. Here's Raul Jimenez. Could cross it in. Decent ball played in. And Iñaki Williams scores the first goal in this one. That is frustrating. Good signing from Wolves though to, bring in Iñaki Williams. They've taken the lead here at Old Trafford. We cannot afford to lose, guys, at home. We've got one of the objectives as to avoid losing at Old Trafford. So we need to come back in this one, guys. We need to play better. Trippier does so well there to win it back from, of course, Ruben Neves. And now here's Alexis Sanchez. Back to Paul Pogba. Come on, Pogba. Beats one brilliantly. Goes for the shot. And he misses. No way has Pogba missed that. How? I mean, the La Croqueta to, open up the space was brilliant. But then the finish was just lacking. That's not good at all. Wolves on the attack. Another cross played in. And Iñaki Williams has just done that to us. What? Iñaki Williams with an absolute peach of a goal. How has he managed to connect with that so well? And Wolves have taken the lead. And we are 2-0 down to Wolves at the Old Trafford. I told you guys, Wolves are a team that we cannot underestimate. And look at this, guys. They're absolutely dominating us. I mean, look at that for a goal. I mean, credit where it's due. That was a world-class finish from Iñaki Williams. Come on, Rashford. Put in the cross. Brilliant cross to Martial. And let's go, guys. We are back in it. It is 2-1 to Wolves still, but it's only a goal difference of 1. We can easily turn it around. We've got about 30 minutes left. That cross from Marcus Rashford was ridiculously good, and the finish was even better from Martial, who's been in fine form this season. Let's go, guys. 30 minutes to try and get the equalizer. Here's Pogba now. Finds Saul. What's Saul going to do there? Brilliantly done from Saul. Can he find space to shoot? He can, but it's off target. What an attack wasted, guys. Just 20 minutes left, guys. We need 1 goal somehow. Oh, Martial does him there. Here he goes, guys. Anthony Martial with the pace. He's going to cut it back to Rashford. Now Saul. Now Marcus Rashford once again. Back to Saul. Shoots first time. And oh my god, guys. Saul with his weak foot equalizes in what's the time now? What's the timestamp? I can't see it. 83rd minute. There you go, guys. It is 2-2 at Old Trafford. Man United never give up, guys. And what a comeback this is. We still have time for a potential winner, but have a look at that for a strike from Saul. First time, right foot, bang, top wins, man. This guy is just unbelievable in FIFA. You guys need to try out Saul, man. Like, seriously. What's a game of football, guys, and a 2-2 result, I guess, is fair. Wolves were superb. I mean, going 2-0 up, they completely deserved it. Iñaki Williams was just unbelievable, but then we fought back, guys, at Old Trafford, showing drive and determination. We got the job done at 2-2, can't really complain. Yes, we've dropped points, but you know what? We've managed to come back from a 2-0 deficit. That deserves some credit, so there you go, guys. Our objectives are safe as well. A good result, I would say, considering all things. Well, we are still top of the league, so can't really complain. Chelsea have dropped points. City have dropped points as well. Perfect, guys. So we are still league leaders now by a point over Chelsea and a couple of points over Man City. Absolutely perfect. And up next, we've got the Carabao Cup game against Charlton Athletic. A good chance for us to test out our youngsters and just see how they perform. So guys, this is how the team is lining up against Charlton Athletic. We've got Angel Gomez, João Felix, McTominay, Chong, and even Mason Greenwood starting. Pereira as well in that midfield. So I'm really eager to see how all these youngsters gel together. How do they perform? So it should be a pretty fun game for you guys to watch. Smalling and Lindelof in defense as well, and also Romero gets the start. I did see a comment telling me to, play Romero in these cup games. So there you go, I'm doing exactly that. Let's get the win and progress on to the next round. Free kick for us, and Andres Pereira to take this one. He's got a good shot on him, so let's see what he can do from here. That's not the best of free kicks from Pereira. That's brilliant from Chong. Now Angel Gomez, McTominay. Now Greenwood in behind to Chong. That's absolutely brilliant. What a chance for Chong. Gets the shots off and misses. I mean, the football for that attack was just superb. That pass from Mason Greenwood was perfect. But man, Chong, what was that? Clearly, that's not good enough for Man United. He needs to improve. Pereira manages to rob the ball off Charlton Athletic. Pereira gets the shots off, but above the crossbar. Decent cross played in. Williams controls it. What is Smalling doing there? And Charlton Athletic have taken the lead against us. This is not right, guys. Awful defending from us. I mean, what on earth was Smalling doing there? We need to have a look at the replay for this, because look at this, guys. First of all, Dalot didn't win the challenge there. And then Smalling was literally taking a couple of seconds just to move. Awful defending. We still have time though, so I'm not that worried. Here's Angel Gomez, guys, with an opportunity. Finesses this one. What a save from Maxwell, guys. He got down quickly and, of course, made the save. We are creating a lot more since conceding, so that's a good positive. Corner for us though. Come on, Pereira. Whipping a decent ball. That's decent. And the header. How has the keeper saved that? Angel Gomez now on the rebound and the keeper saves it again. How on earth is Maxwell making such saves? Andres Pereira now. Angel Gomez. I see Joao Felix, but the ball just wasn't good enough. But Felix has done well. Gets the shots off, but you know what? Can't really blame him for that. I wasn't even sure Felix was going to get there. Oh no. Charlton Athletic with another chance and they've actually scored. We are 2-0 down to them. This could be it for our Carabao Cup ambitions. I mean, the youngsters just cannot keep up with this Charlton Athletic side. They've been far better. We need to make some changes in the second half. For this second half, I've brought off Mason Greenwood because it's just not been working out for him in this one. Charlton Athletic have shut him down completely. So I've brought on Sanchez. He'll be playing out wide and Felix will be playing as our striker. Andres Pereira now to Scott McTominay. Inside to Alexis Sanchez. First time. How has he not kept that one on target, man? Sanchez, you've got to be doing better in those positions. McTominay did so well to find you. Inside to Angel Gomez. Now Scott McTominay finds Joao Felix. Turns, gets the shots off and almost, man. We are getting so close to scoring, but just our finishing in the final third has been a bit catastrophic, guys. We need to try and push forward even faster now because there just isn't enough time left. And that's that, guys. We've actually been knocked out from the Carabao Cup. A bit embarrassing, to be honest, but we did use our youngsters. They just weren't good enough to, get past Charlton Athletic, which is surprising because they are in the championship, if I'm not wrong. So this is a bit humiliating, and definitely an upset in the Carabao Cup. Now, I know I did say earlier on in this series that, the Carabao Cup doesn't really mean that much, but it was still a good competition to, give the youngsters a chance, but well, we've been knocked out, so that's frustrating. The fact that we are unbeaten in the Premier League and the Champions League and then we go on to lose to Charlton Athletic is definitely a bit embarrassing. And now, in our last two games against Wolves and Charlton, we haven't gotten ourselves a win. So hopefully in the next episode, we can change that. We've got West Ham. We've got Valencia in the Champions League. Now that is a big game. Newcastle and Chelsea as well. Oh my god, we're going to be facing Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. So the next episode is definitely going to be an exciting one for sure. A quick season goals update. It's been a rocky episode for season goals in this one. Clean sheets wise, none in today's episode in the Prem, which is a bit disappointing. At least we avoided losing at home in the Premier League, We could have lost to Wolves pretty easily, but we managed to get the comeback done, so that's great. And now, the homegrown objective, 6 appearances total for, of course, our youngsters, which is great. But now that we are knocked out from the Carabao Cup, it's going to be difficult giving them game time. So now I'm worried that we might not be able to complete that objective. So we're going to have to push for that. Great news is we scored in added time after the 98th minute. So Fergie time, we've completed 1 out of the required 3. Again, the golden boot, we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. Pogba now with 6 goal contributions. Before we end off the episode, it is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode, and your nominees for today are, the first one being Paul Pogba. He just had to be nominated because in that first game that we played, he was just superb. He scored the winner in that one, and overall his game was amazing. Assisted Sanchez as well. Your second nominee is going to be another player who was influential in that game. Alexis Sanchez scored and assisted in that game. So there you go. Pogba and Sanchez get the nominations. You guys can vote for either player by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen. And that is that, guys, for today's episode. I told you guys, next episode we're going to have some big games, guys. Chelsea, Champions League action against Valencia. So hopefully you guys are eager for that. And if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, I would really appreciate a like in the video. That really helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. And I shall see you guys very soon for another episode of the Manchester United career mode series.